Hey everybody, I'm Jake from State Farm, filling in for Josh on this episode of Just Sayin. I'm just kidding, it's me. It's my Halloween costume. Yes. Tricked you all. Anyway, I'll talk about my costume here in just a little bit, but first, on the show today, it's our Halloween Spooktacular, so let's get it started by asking the question, what is Josh drinking? And on the show today, I'm drinking none other than my good old Mountain Dew. Still through a straw, but I'm not in pain. I just like starting to drink through straws. I go through phases, and plus I bought a bag of 100 when my mouth was hurting so bad. I have a lot of straws in my drawer still. Anyway, so PepsiCo, call me, email me, grape Gatorade, cool blue Gatorade, Mountain Dew, or even coupons. Trust me, you'll want to call me after my Christmas episode. And speaking of my Christmas episode, that's right, no new update, no new subscribers this week. So, that means no more money in the box, as well as I am closer to not having to do the No Shave November. Yes. Because I don't want to do it. But if I get 4 more subscribers in the next 3 days, I will do it. So follow me on TikTok to find out if I have to or not. Also, for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, I started the season with 38 subscribers. And for every new subscriber I get all season long, I'm donating $1 up to $60 to Toys for Tots, which would put me at 99 subscribers. If I started with 39 subscribers. If I get 61 or more subscribers and meet my goal of 100 subscribers, I will donate $100 to Toys for Tots. So please click that subscribe button, literally, if not for me, for the kids. And let's help the less fortunate have a great Christmas this year. We've all been in the position where we needed help. It's time to pay it forward. And all you have to do is click subscribe. So do it. So my costume this year, obviously I'm Jake from State Farm. And I chose this costume for a couple of reasons. First of all, it was cheap. Second, it was easy. And third of all, because of this coffee cup right here. It all had to do with the coffee cup. I used to work for State Farm. My sister Betty Sue works for State Farm. And we were having a family birthday or something, I don't know. And she came home to our parents' house. She lives about an hour away. And she's like, Ma, I got you a new coffee cup. And so my mom's like, and if you had to look up the definition of the word, of not had their morning coffee, it would be my mom. She was like, I hate to say this, but she was like the devil in the morning until she's had her first cup of coffee. And when we were on vacation and would randomly, because obviously you can hear people in the same room as you, it was like waking up in the middle of a war. I mean, she was we are basically shoving coffee down her throat. So her attitude would change. Anyway, so my mom looks at the coffee cup, and I kid you not, my mom's coffee cups are about as tall as a normal drinking glass, because she loves her coffee, and more than one pot in the morning. And throughout the entire day, she'll just let it sit there all day. Put it in the microwave if she wants to reheat it. Anyway, so it has the name Jake on it. Well, my sister, Mary Lou, she, for some odd reason, when we were growing up, called me Jake. It's just as easy to say Josh, but whatever. So she called me Jake, so I was like, oh, I'll take it because Mary Lou calls me Jake. And then it hit me to do this costume. So literally, it had a whole thing to do with the coffee cup. And you can this came with this little saucer thing. You can use it as a lid or a coaster. How cute is that? So it's going to join our desk. I need to put it in a coaster to make it visible. We're going to keep it on the desk now. It's going to fit right there. So yeah, I'm Jake from State Farm. This is my costume. Producer Man's already told me I played it up way too much, but you know what? I don't care. I had fun doing it. So next, I don't know if you guys realize this, because I didn't when I planned the season. When I plan a season, normally, like when I plan next season, I'm basically do it around Dating 101. And so, which is returning next season. And so, this season, when I sat down and planned it out, my whole purpose of doing the season, or my whole purpose in planning it, was to make sure that the episode before the finale was my 100th episode. So I wanted to work everything out that way. And so I picked that day and I just went backwards. And I sat down and was starting to write this show, and on my scripts, in order to organize them, I put episode or season whatever, episode whatever. Well, I was putting in season 9, episode 13, season 9, episode 13. And then I started writing the intro script, and I'm like, this is our Halloween special. Wait a minute. This is the 13th episode, which is an unlucky number, and it's the Halloween episode. What? Crazy. Not intended. Not intentional. Not intentional. Maybe I realized it then and just totally forgot because I'm a blubberhead, but I don't know. We'll find out. About 2 weeks ago, I was walking to my mailbox and found this thing on the ground and thought I would pick it up. It's a little bitty bunny. It's a stuffed bunny. And I live across the street from a grade school. So I put on Facebook, hey, found this on my sidewalk by my mailbox across the street from the grade school. If anyone dropped it, just let me know. Whatever. Still haven't heard back. So this little guy is missing his home. If this is your little bunny, email the show and I'll put my information up here in a few moments. But if this is your little bunny, let me know. I'm going to put it on my desk from now on. We're going to sit him on my Lego car there to make sure that he gets seen and someone will claim him. If you want to claim him, email the show and he's yours. But until then, is it Scott? Is that what we named him? Yeah, we'll call him Scotty. Scolte the Bonnet. I don't know why I just did a Scottish accent. It was probably like Russian or something, and I'm thinking it was Scottish. Oh, it's going to be a fun show. So, two nights ago? 3 nights ago? Producer Man doesn't know I'm doing this, and he's kind of freaking out right now that I said that. So about 3 nights ago, I'm sitting at home, and I'm having a bad day. I'm missing my mom, and haven't talked to Producer Man all day, so he didn't even know that. And he calls me, and he's like, hey, get ready, I'm coming to get you. I'm like, okay, what are we doing? He's like, we're going to go to dinner. I said, no, I'm not hungry. I said, I'm not having a good day. I'm sad. I just want to stay home, and I don't want to eat anything. And he was like, too bad, we're going. I said, no, I really don't want to go. And he's like, what if I buy? I said, come pick me up. He never says that, so I have to take him up on it when he says it. And that should have been my first instinct that something was up. So he comes and gets me, we go out, and it was one of our quote-unquote dates, stray gate date that we call it. And so I noticed when we were getting out of the car, nothing hit me. Like it wasn't like somebody beat me upside the head with a frying pan saying, something strange is going on. So he opens his back door, gets something out of it, we walk in, and I notice he's carrying, for those of you around my age, an attaché case. Like literally an old-fashioned attaché case. It even had the 2 locks on the front of it. So we go in, we eat. I'm thinking to myself, what is he doing? Like, is he going to blow us up? Like, what's going on? So we get in there, and we're eating, we're talking, we're joking around like we always do, bicker like old married couple. And we're like literally I'm still laughing about something. And he He's like, down to business. I said, what? Like, total buzzkill. Totally freaked me out. I'm like, what? And he pulls up his attaché case, puts it on the table, opens it up, and he pulls out literally this 15-page agreement for him in order for him to produce next year's seasons. It's literally just a front and a back page with blank pages in between. But it was hilarious. I could not stop laughing. And he's like, read it. Let me know. Very little negotiation room here. I'm like, all right. So I just want to say, officially my producer next year. All year long. I probably should have read the fine print. Probably should have read the damn thing. I'll read it after the show. I'll see what I got myself into. So just a reminder, and I'm so excited for it. Next week is our 100th episode. So excited for it. I can't wait. And let me bring this up real quick while I'm talking about this. So I've been getting a lot of emails really recently about all the pictures people are sending in and I'm not using them. Well, what I'm doing is, like, when I get an email, I'll put it into one of my folders and categorize it. And in each segment I have 10 pictures. So I basically hold a bunch, and then my plan is once a season I'm going to bring them out and have a special viewer submission edition. So that is why I haven't used them yet. I had a viewer submission edition, I think on my birthday? Something, I don't remember, but it was recent. So that's why I haven't used any of them. But thank you for sending them, and please keep them coming. Also, I just want to mention really quick, I got a couple of emails saying that I'm not replying to you guys. Well, first of all, Producer Man reads the emails. I'm kidding, I do too. He doesn't know I do, but I just mark him as read again. I don't. So, I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, so here's the thing. When I sign up for something, for example, like Paramount Plus, or YouTube video, or TV, or whatever they call it. I have it, I just don't know what they call it. And it asks for an email address for like a viewer announcements every month or whatever, what shows are premiering this week. And I have to put an email address in. I put in that email, the show email address, because it's not my personal email address. And so if you guys don't put in the subject line something referring to the show, like viewer submission or picture or funny photo or show question or something that like highlights it for me, I will think it's junk mail and I'll delete it. So that is why here in a little bit I'm going to talk about the contest. There is a very specific subject line you have to have, or it will be deleted as junk mail. Anyway, so yeah, there will be, back to the 100th episode, there will be a viewer submission edition next week, because you guys are part of why I'm having my 100th episode. I'm going to be talking about my story from 2019, and lots of fun. It's just going to be a huge show. At least 7 segments right now. So it's going to be a big show. Be sure to watch it. I'm really excited about it. I'm really nervous about filming it because of all the times I have to do retakes and how I start from beginning to end. And if it's going to be like an hour, that's... Anyway. So, if you guys haven't realized, today is the last show of October. Which means this is the final episode with clues in it referring to the killer, and we were 2 episodes away from revealing who the killer is. So I thought I'd break down in detail what is happening with the contest. So here we go. Any viewer submissions need to be sent to shittalkin20@gmail.com with the subject line "and the killer is." And I'm giving you guys this information because this is in tomorrow, or here in a couple of days, depending on when I post this. It will be November 1st. So this is the last time I'm going to see you before the emails, my inbox opens for the contest. So November 1st at midnight until November 10th at 11:59 p.m. I will be accepting emails and your entries for the contest. Again, the subject line must be "and the killer is," or just "the killer is," or "killer." I don't care. As long as it pops out at me that it has to do with the contest and the show. Otherwise, like I said, I will delete it, thinking it's junk mail. In the email, you have to list the name of the killer, obviously, and at least 3 clues that have been in the show all month long that helped you figure out who the killer was. So rewatch them if you have to. Wink, wink. Or just take a wild stab at it. But you have to have 3 clues. If you don't, delete it. If you have more, great. But the winner will be determined by the time and date stamp I receive the email. The first one with the correct information and at least 3 clues that pointed to the killer will be the winner. I will announce the winner, the killer, and show you all the clues in the finale here in just a couple of weeks. So get ready for that. Like I said, this is the last time I'm telling you about the contest. So remember, November 1st, midnight, is the first time you can send an email to me. Anything before that date or after November 10th will be deleted. Just to be fair to everybody. So that is the contest information for everybody. Good luck. Get those submissions. Get your thoughts going. Rewatch the shows. Pick up the clues. Rewatch the story. Whatever you have to do. And you win Billboard earpods. Or earbuds. I think AirPod is Apple. So these are just earbuds, right? I don't know. To me, they're they're headphones. From back in my day. That is all of my host chat I have for you, which is great because I'm way over on my time. Which means it's time for this week's sketch. And, okay, so something happened to me. I was in the store the other day. And something happened, and it really It really got under my craw. And I thought I needed to share it with you guys because I know a lot of you guys agree with me. And maybe some of you watching will take the hint and stop doing it. It's time for me to tell you what really gets my goat. And here's what really gets my goat. So I'm in the grocery store the other day, here in town, and I have never seen this person. I'm not trying to call this person out. So it's not like I know you, or at least I don't think I know you, and that I'm like trying to call you out without using your name. No, that's not the case. I have no idea who this lady was. I've seen her a couple of times now, but I don't know this lady. But anyway, so I understand that people are on phone calls a lot. I get that. What you do with your phone, I don't give a flying crap. Okay? But if you're going to be in a public space on a phone call, with your phone on speakerphone and turned all the way up, you can bet your ass I'm going to be eavesdropping. I don't normally try to eavesdrop on people, but I will purposely do it just because you're doing that to be yourself. Like, you don't care about anybody else. Why would I care about listening to your conversation? So I'm in the store the other day, and this lady is standing there with her phone, and she's like, yep, okay, yep, like having a full-fledged conversation, volume turned all the way up. And the person on the other end, obviously I'm sitting here listening to their well, not like purposely listening, but, well, I was purposely listening, but I wasn't in the aisle just to listen. But the person on the other end said something funny, and I chuckled. Like, I didn't mean to chuckle out loud. I didn't mean to, like, make it obvious. But I chuckled. I was like, or something like that. And all of a sudden I hear this lady on her phone say, "I'll call you back. Some asshole's listening to this phone call." Hangs up the phone and walks out of the aisle. Not out of the store, just out of the aisle. You know what? If you have the balls, well, you're a woman, so you didn't. Well, you might have. If you have the nerve to come into a store on a phone call, on speakerphone with the volume all the way up, how could you not expect somebody to hear your conversation? How could you expect somebody not to be listening in on your conversation? Really? And that is what really gets my goat. I know a lot of you agree with me. So let me know below. Comment below. Let me know if I'm right, if I'm just being out of control. I mean, they make headphones to put in your ear with a microphone in them. So you can have a private conversation, but you just look crazy. Like you're talking to yourself. Then you get the pointing to their earphone. Yeah. Okay. I thought I'd lighten this up with a joke, but apparently it didn't work. But seriously, if you have the nerve to be on a private phone conversation in a public space on speakerphone, it's not really private. Just thought I'd let you know. Anyway, I'm putting my soapbox away and getting out my microphone stand because it's time for another cheesy monologue. So, in honor of our upcoming 100th episode next week, I thought it would be fun to take a look back all season long of some past jokes that I have done. So while outdated, they will be about any topic. Hold on tight, here we go. They say Friday the 13th is bad luck. Today I saw a black cat cross in front of me and they were not wearing a COVID mask. How rude. Shark Week is underway this week, and then comes next week's celebration, getting your child to take another bath week. Canadians are now eligible to compete on Survivor, which is great until they have to politely vote each other off. Police say a man in Pennsylvania flashed a woman before robbing her. Police are warning the public that the man is on the loose. That makes a bad first impression. It's time for my, it should have been my joke of the week, joke of the week. A roller coaster fan rode his 5,000th roller coaster on a coaster in Pennsylvania. This is great inspiration for people who want to follow their dreams because you'll always begin where you ended up. Get it? Because it's a roller coaster. They started where they began. They end where they stop. Or they stop. That was right the first time, I guess. Dr. Phil came forward saying he thinks that smoking weed can lower your IQ, but don't stop. He needs the viewers. I read about a woman in Pennsylvania who celebrated her 94th birthday by jumping out of a plane with a parachute. That's right. I wouldn't have the balls to do that. Which is good for her. However, she was just on a Delta flight trying to go to the bathroom. Happy birthday to Courtney Love and John Tesh. Courtney Love and John Tesh are obviously very different people. One's a hot mess whose beauty shines through from underneath the hard drug use, and the other is Courtney Love. Today, Michelle Bachmann wished Elvis Presley a happy birthday, even though today is the anniversary of his death. When told about the mistake, Bachmann said, "My apologies to not only Elvis, but the entire Costello family." It was the wrong family. And finally, happy birthday to Sesame Street, who's getting pretty old now. They're 40. Trust me, I know. It's getting so old that the show is now being brought to you by the letters A, R, and P. Anyway, so let's get on with this Halloween spectacular. And on the show today, I'm showing you the scariest of all scary. Seriously, the scariest of all scary. So if you don't like scary things, don't watch my show today. I'm kidding. It's going to be funny. But it's going to make you think, what the especially in my next segment where we take a look at some what the kid costumes and what's wrong here. Now, I don't know. I don't have kids, obviously, because I don't like kids. Well, I don't like non-family kids. They get on my nerves. Anyway, I don't know who in their right mind would allow their child to dress up as this, but I'm thinking it's someone that should have used it to begin with. Just saying. Here's the next one. Now, you all remember the nursery rhyme, Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall, Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horsemen and all the king's men tried to put Humpty Dumpty, whatever it is, I don't know. We all remember it now. Now, when you dress your child up as Humpty Dumpty, it's probably a bad omen that he's going to fall off if you put him on a wall. I hope he doesn't. But I'm just, especially because babies always go top heavy. It just doesn't seem pretty safe to me. Maybe, like I said, I'm not a parent, so I don't know if that's kosher to do these days. Here's the next one. Speaking of being kosher of doing these days, I have nothing to say. Just why? The kid's loving it. But why would you dress your child up as a biker? Insane. Here's the next one. This kid in the costume, like, I understand that he's dressed as Edward Scissorhands, and maybe he chose the costume. But the look on his face just says, Why are my hands like this? What's hanging off of them? Like, he's just like, what the hell? Here's the next one. Why would you dress your child up as an Oompa Loompa? They weren't cute in the show. Your child's not cute now. Here's the next one. I'm going to get bad emails. That child was cute. What are you talking about, fool? Here's the next one. And I show you this one. This one's cute, not scary. But this one's cute. And I show you this one because, one, of the joke I just told about Sesame Street. And two, because my mom's favorite character on Sesame Street when I would watch it is Oscar the Grouch. And how adorable is it that the parent is dressed up as a garbage man and the child is dressed up as Oscar the Grouch? Back in my day, our costumes were hard plastic with sharp edges and a very thin rubber band that once you took it off a couple times, snapped and popped you in the eye. No joke. Again, like I said before on a back-to-back throwback episode, we didn't care about safety. I should just show you how much. Here's the next one. I think I went as Oscar the Grouch one year. And the outfit was like saran wrap, colored saran wrap, or plastic. I can't think of anything that we use it for now. I'm sorry, it was like a colored garbage bag. It wasn't so creative as they are now. I put this one in here, not because it's scary, because it's adorable. How cute is it when little kids, infants, dress up as old people? How adorable is that? Okay, back to the scary things. Here's the next one. Now, I think, if I had been a parent, I think I would have taught my child about body image. And I understand that a lot of parents these days are trying to put that in instill that in their child. That love your body. You know, it doesn't matter what shape you are gorgeous. This parent didn't get that memo. And they're trying to show that all muscle people are cooler. I don't get it either. And finally, we send our children out on Halloween to beg for candy. So let's go all out and make our child a hobo. I'm guessing the child can't read, so I'm trying to figure out why they're trying to barter their child for candy. I don't know. Anyway, now I'm going to show you the scariest segment of all segments. That's right, everybody. It's time for the things you can't unsee. I have never done a face mask. I don't care. I'm beautiful. And I look like, some people say I look like I'm in my 30s. Yes. The fat gut says I'm 40. But I know a lot of ladies that do face masks, or even embarrassed to have me see them. This chick's not, she's going all out. She wants to show her stomach, but not her face. You go, girl. Why would you go out in public like that? Why would you go out in public like this with an iguana on your head? Did they have to pick the food they want? Does Walmart sell iguana food? It's my comfort animal. I heard a lady was denied an airplane ride because she tried to bring an ostrich on an airplane as her comfort animal. I'm sorry, I'm not going to sit next to a lady with an ostrich sitting next to her. Anyway. Now, I feel bad for this person. Only because, obviously, if you have to make a note of it, it's happened more than once. I'm a woman. Here's the next one. This guy has no... Well, I was going to say something, but let me say this. This guy has the cojones to do this. Piss in the parking lot. Not near the back, because it looks like a lot of cars are around him. Doesn't want to walk into the building to pee. Just whips it out in the parking lot and starts peeing. Really? Now, I understand people trying to protect their children from COVID. I get it. I still have people come into the restaurant I work at wearing masks and will take them off when they sit down. But when they're going through a bunch of people, they'll wear their masks. More power to you. That's fine. Do what you gotta do. But do not put a plastic bag over your child's head. That is not safe. No, they didn't die from COVID. They died from suffocation. Here's the next one. Even if I were on vacation and a woman, I would never go to Walmart in my bikini. Again, the wrong kind of people. All I can say for this next picture is clean up on aisle 3. I thought this was a drive-thru. It's not. Here's the next one. Now, I have seen, there's a show out there, and I think it's called My Strange Obsession, where people, like, eat sand, or have obsession with dolls, where they take care of the doll as if it were a baby. And this, I'm hoping that's what's going on here. If not, this guy is just a big creep. Because he's got a teenage girl mannequin on his lap. Even the kid next to him is looking at him like, what are you doing, dude? Here's the next one. I don't get it. What? You dressed up as a hot dog with a horse head. Is that a thing? Like, am I missing something? And then you have your friend back there, Mr. Pickle. You know you're not supposed to try the costumes on, right? You find your size and you buy it. Now, this next one took me a minute. And I'm sitting there thinking, looking at it. wondering why is this picture of an icebox on my screen? And then I realized, wait, there's a knee right there. Somebody has emptied the ice out of it and is sitting in it. Probably a guy that peed, now he's just pooping. But I have to say, that's pretty cool. Anyway. Alright, well that was the end of the scary stuff. Now, for the final, let me start that segment over, or this intro over. So, that's enough for the scary stuff. Now we're going to take a look at the cute and the adorable. That's right. It is the last few days of National Dog Adoption Month. So if you or anyone you know are looking to get a pet for your family, not just dogs, not just cats, they have a bunch of things, but please look at your local shelters. They always have animals looking for a good home, and not just dogs, not just cats. I was there one day and someone was adopting a hamster. So, check out your local shelter. They're always in need of a good home. And I will say it till the day I die. Not only do you save their lives, but they save yours. And I'll talk to you all about it next week. Anyway, so in honor, I always feel like I say that. I want to come up with another word. In celebration of the final days of National Dog Adoption Month, I thought we'd take one last look at adorable, cute animals in pet costumes. That's right, it's time for Possibly Adorable. So, here comes the first one. And I love any dog dressed up as a hot dog. I don't know why, but I really always like seeing a dog dressed up as a hot dog. Maybe it's the pun of it, I don't know. But who knows? This one is a little nod to my former friends who I know don't watch the show, but it's little baby Yoda. There's a picture coming up. It's not the next one, it's coming up near the end. That will just melt your heart. I'm just telling you right now, grab the tissues. Here's the next one, and I only put this one in here because I love it. Scooby-Doo! Here's the next one. This one is so adorable, but no, it's not the one that's going to melt your heart. And no, it's not a dog. I realize that it's a cat. But how adorable is this cat bat? How cute! If you can't hear her, my dog's snoring right now. She knows we're talking about dogs. And as soon as I mention it, she stops. Anyway. Here's the next one. What dog isn't adorable dressed up as a cupcake? And it's cuter if the dog's name is Cupcake. Now, when I initially found this one, I thought to myself, what is I don't get the costume. I feel bad for the dog because I don't get the costume. But the more I look at it, the more I think it's an advertisement for rain ponchos for dogs. Really? They even make umbrellas that go the opposite way for when you take your dog out in the rain. Unless you're taking him out to go to the bathroom, why are you taking your dog out in the rain? Here's the next one. I ain't afraid of no ghosts. Here's the next one. How cute and adorable is this doggy scarecrow? Here's the next one. Get your tissues. Let me scoot over for this one. And I didn't realize that it was a dog. I had to stare at it for a minute. But how adorable is this guy? I mean, come on! He's a teddy bear! Look how cute that is! Ugh, I would just want to... I would keep that costume on my dog all the time. Just because he looks so gosh darn cute. Now these dogs are here to spice it up. Look at the dog, the pepper dog. He's just like, seriously, get this thing off my head. Well, that will do it for this year's Spooktacular. I know, it was scary because of my face. Anyway. If you think there's something funny I should see on the share, I should see and share on the show, be sure to send it to me. There's the show email address. Again, please make sure the subject line has something to do with show. Follow me on Twitter with the hashtag SmilePowerChallengeStories. Or follow me on Twitter for your hashtag SmilePowerChallengeStories. And follow me on TikTok to find out if I have to No Shave November or not. Anyway. Also, please like, comment, get the notifications, and especially this one right here. Subscribe, and let's help the less fortunate have a better Christmas this year and do our part and pay it forward. I think that's all. I think I'm wrapping up. Be sure to join me next week for the best show you'll probably ever see. And let me just say, you may get to see my talent. Or a talent of mine. I already filmed it. So. I've never done something like this in public. And I realize I'm here filming. But I've never shown anyone what I'm going to show you next week. What is it? You'll have to tune in and find out. Anyway. If I don't keep promoting it, I'm going to not do it. I'm going to talk myself out of it. I think promoting it, I'm trying to keep myself excited about it. But inside, I'm just nervous. Anyway. Without further ado, please be sure to join me next week for my 100th episode. I'm so excited for it. So stay tuned. Tune in for that. But until then, everybody, please stay safe, stay healthy, stop the hate, and come back. That's totally the wrong show. I haven't done that one in a couple of years. Let's try that again. I totally butchered that whole thing. Oh well. Here we go. It's the 13th episode. I'll blame it on that. Anyway, until then, everybody, please stay safe, stay healthy, stop the hate. And for now, that's all I'm saying.